Matthew, separation between the wheat and the tares. One second. Yeah, go ahead, bro. Yeah, go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy 30 and 3. I'm starting 2. And shall return unto the Lord thy power, and shall obey his voice according to all that I commanded thee this day, thou and thy children with all thy heart and with all thy soul. That's the point in 3. Then that the Lord thy power will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations, whether the Lord thy power have scattered thee. So the Lord has scattered us through all these nations. He come back to gather us from all these nations. And if we scattered in the four corners of the earth, he comes to get us from everywhere on the earth, man. Because he scattered us across the whole earth. All right?
Yeah, they ain't coming, man.
It's 4 too.
Because see, the police already know what we be doing out here, you know what I'm saying? This is public property, man. You can't tell us to leave off public property. You see what I'm saying? He ain't saying nothing. Yeah, I ain't studying him, man. He just being a puppet for Satan, man.
It's 4.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
And if any of thine be driven out unto the utmost parts of heaven, from thence will the Lord thy power gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee. So the Lord coming to get us, man.
All right, man.
All right? All the confusion, the faces, all that, man. The Israelite foreigners, the Lord coming to get us when he scattered us too, man. That's why you just can't write everybody off. You got to try the spirit by the spirit.
All right.
Because you don't know who is Israel, man. You got to try their spirit first, man.
And you can't base it off how they look.
That's right, man.
You know, if you go on that, man, you're not
Being
spiritual, man.
Right. Right. This is Matthew 13, I'm starting 47. It says, again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into the sea and gathered of every kind, which when it was full, they drew to shore and sat down and gathered the good into vessels, but cast the bad away. That's just like you know how you get in a boat or you were standing on a lake shore or an ocean shore or whatever, by a body of water, you cast a net into the water and you trying to gather in fish. What do you do when you gather in the fish? You separate the good fish from the bad fish. The fish that you want from the fish you don't want, and the trash, because sometimes you gather in boots or an old tire or a bottle or something like that in with the net. Right. See what I'm saying? So it's the same thing that the Lord is going to do. It said, verse 47, verse 48, which when it was full, they drew to shore and sat down and gathered the good into vessels and cast the bad away. So shall it be at the end of the world. The angel shall come forth and sever the wicked from among the just, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. So when all hell breaks loose and the Lord's coming back to deliver his elect out of all the four corners of the earth which they were scattered, it's going to take the angels of heaven and the Lord to separate the wheat from the tares. Right. See what I'm saying? Those is of the elect and those is not of the elect. Those is Israel and those that are not of Israel. See what I'm saying? Because why? Israel's been scattered all over the globe. Right. See what I'm saying? So only the angels are going to know who's who. You know what I'm saying? We don't know right here on this earth. We try through the spirit, but we don't know for sure. Right. See what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of dark-skinned people that are not Israelites that are really heathens of other nations. Right. See what I'm saying? You got any questions, man? Oh, and it could be for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, because see, we don't base everything off of skin color. We try nationality and the spirit. See what I'm saying? Just like you know what I'm saying? Well, what's your nationality? What are you, Irish?
I'm in that like Blair area.
Clear area?
Yeah.
So do you know any clear people? Well, who's the clear person you know? Who you know that's clear? What's your nationality? What was your father? Do you know? Do you know your
Slow as there.
huh?
Slow as there. I love places that do stuff like that.
Say that again?
Oh, I love like I don't I guess say Native Americans.
So what was your father? What was your dad? Was your dad Native American or Irish? You don't know?
Yeah, he doesn't know what that is.
Oh, see, you under the curses, man. You don't know who your real dad is. You know what I'm saying?
But I know who that is. But who acted like my dad?
Okay, well, who was your dad? The dad that you know, what was it? Was it Native American? Was it Irish?
George.
George?
Yeah, George Boy. And that's four sons. Joe, Jeremy, Josh, Jason.
So was he Irish? Was he Native American? Who was it?
Irish.
I figured that. So I could ask you, are you Irish?
They wanted to be, it was going to be like the brother of being the four Irish kings. I said, I'll be wrong. So, yeah.
Well, okay, well, you might be Israelite, man. Just pray that you are. So the Lord's going to deliver you, man. Yeah. I feel you, man. I feel you. You know, I feel you. Our people lost, man. That's Jake, man. You know, that's Jake. Just confused.
Yeah.
That's right. He confused. You don't know who his father is. He don't know nothing, man. You know what I'm saying?
He off something too.
Yeah, everything is spiritual, man. You know what I'm saying? So see, that's why our people need deliverance, man. So all this nonsense about everybody can make it, and nah, man. Only Israel and wherever Israel is scattered. That's who the Lord is gathering, man. He's not gathering everybody on the planet. He's only gathering Israel, wherever Israel was scattered, man. You got Israelites that's in Africa. You got Israelites that's in the Philippines. You got Israelites that's in China, Japan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, any other stand that you want to make. You see what I'm saying? You got Israelites scattered all over, man. The brother read earlier, James 1:1, the 12 tribes that are scattered, man. That's the only nation that was scattered all over the globe was what? Israel.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Wasn't no other nation under the sun scattered like Israel, man. Other people, other nationalities, they just packed their bags up and moved. Israel was forcefully taken out of their land, man. See what I'm saying? The Lord removed us out of Israel. What you got, Oscar?
I don't know what you said, man. But, yeah, we the only person, like, before slavery, you hadn't even heard about the Negroes, man. It's like we just somewhat appeared out of nowhere, man. Why? Because we was chased into Africa, man. And those, Africans sold us into slavery, man, because they knew we weren't like them, man. They knew our customs, our laws, and the way we behaved ourselves was different from them, man.
Right.
So that's why they sold us into slavery, man. They wanted us out of their land. They knew we weren't from there.
Right.
So they like, who is these people invading our land?
Right, man.
So because we got chased out of ours, man. We the only race of people that don't have no home to go to, man.
Right.
We can't say I'm gonna go back to China, or I'm gonna go back to Italy, or I'm gonna go back to yeah. We the only nation of people that don't have our own homeland, man.
Right. Yeah, hell, some of us even homeless in America.
That's right, man.
They can't even go back to their mother and father house in America. See what I'm saying? That's how you gonna get those from BS. He ain't even say that. He hit your kids out. Yeah, you know. Oh, I said you can't. Oh, I said you can't stop the work of the Lord, man.
That's right, man. Lord probably condemned that clown.
But hey, I know he did. Through the Spirit, man. Trying to stop my men from doing the work. Okay.
We ain't out here bothering nobody, man.
Right.
You offended what we teach, man? Hey,
Oh
take
well.
your ass down the street.
Right.
You ain't gotta listen to us. The elect gonna listen, man. We ain't worried about nobody else.
Yeah.
Right?
It's all right. Oh man, call Allah YAHAWASHI, man.
That's right,
Shabbat
man.
man.
Feel that, man.
trying to stop the work of the Lord. Because see, it ain't had nothing to do with, because see, you know that's why, you know, through the Spirit, he was working for Satan. Because what did he tell him? He said, y'all can't be up against the building, y'all gonna have to break camp.
That's right.
How you gonna tell us to break camp? No, man. We doing the work of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. We not breaking camp.
Break camp.
See what I'm saying? Who tells an employee to go out there and tell them to break camp? No, you working with Satan, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what he even told him.
Right.
You guys drop a lighter right here?
Nah, man. Might be down there, man. Yeah.
Our people, man.
Yeah,
I'm jacked up. I feel bad for them, but then again, I don't. But some of our people just so disobedient and hard-headed. You can't help but to say that you won't die, man. You need to be put to death. How you behave, man.
He'll be back in his right mind.
That's right.
You know? He'll know for sure the Israelite did once in the spirit world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He won't have to worry about walking around looking for a lighter, an imaginary lighter. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Ezekiel 22:19. It said, therefore thus said the Lord our power, because ye are become dross, behold, therefore I will gather you into the midst of Jerusalem.
See, it said because you have become dross, meaning what? Impure. See what I'm saying? You become defiled. It said what, bro?
It said, I will gather you into the land of Jerusalem.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going on over.
Yeah.
It said, and as they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace to blow the fire upon it, to melt it, so I will gather you in my anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you.
Mm-hmm. That's a process of what? Cleaning. Because how do you purify metal? You have to burn them with fire. See what I'm saying? You have to burn all the impurities out. See,
It become ashes.
that's right, man. There's nothing but demons around them, man. See what I'm saying? That's the second Baphomet headgear I seen. The other Edomite just walked past, had a hat on, said uncover the beast. And he had on a demonic t-shirt, Baphomet on it. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing but demons out here in this Comic-Con. You know what I'm saying? That's why we out here boldly, man, in the face of our oppressors, man. Those that persecute us and oppress us. That's why we stand out here boldly through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, man, proclaiming his word, man, fighting this good fight of faith. See what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
It said, yea, I will gather you and blow upon you in the fire of my wrath, and ye shall be melted in the midst thereof.
That's the nuclear missiles. Go ahead.
It said, as silver is melted in the midst of the furnace, so shall ye be melted in the midst thereof, and ye shall know that the Lord, I, the Lord, have poured out my fury upon you. And the word of the Lord came unto me. Let's get on that.
Yeah, the Lord, see, even 2/3 gonna die on this side, but what is the Lord doing? He's gonna purify them through that fire. So when they come back to the kingdom of heaven, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be righteous once again. They're gonna be in their right state of mind. See what I'm saying? The Lord is not gathering Israel for nothing, man. He gathering them for what? A purpose. Because you got the elect that's going to be the governing body. Then you got the 1/3. Those are the helpers and the followers, those that believe and have faith in the Lord. Even though they didn't come out here and do the work, they still have faith. They're going to be delivered. Those are the men, women, and children that just believe. See what I'm saying? But where are they at? They spread it all over the planet, man. So the Lord got together. That's why we read in Revelation, it said every kindred and tongue of every nation. See what I'm saying? Because Israel is going to look like these other nations, man. What is so hard to understand about that? Well, it's hard because the Lord ain't dealing with you crackpots, man.